Okay, we're going to try to do a couple of videos here. So welcome to the Business Partner videos. This first one is just the basic main menu, all the details about the main menu. The buttons on the main menu of the Business Partner are organized in their frequency of use with the exception of the last button, Exit. Jobs is used every time you use the program to go into jobs, to find your jobs, to edit your jobs. Reports are typically used each time to produce either an estimate or a proposal or an internal report. Clients, anytime you need to add a new client, you would come to the clients page. And cabinet setup would be used somewhat frequently. You may add a new cabinet from time to time, but typically once you get all your cabinets in the database, you won't be adding them on a real frequent basis. Company info is typically done one time, and in this newest version of the Business Partner is actually done by True32 Corporation. You'll have to actually go to the True32 website and go to the software button on the True32 website and then find the Business Partner under the estimating and budgeting software section, and then there is a link under the Business Partner itself that for your company information, and you'll submit that and we'll fill it in for you and forward a file to you that you copy into your Business Partner folder, and that will complete your company information page for you. On the company information page, as I said, we will provide this information for you, but you can come in and add your logo and a state license if you have one. Then you have your backup, and this button typically would not be used. We would prefer you to, as I'm going to show you in a minute, to use your defaults, your maintenance area, and add that to the an automatic backup and do that each and every time. Defaults, we'll go through that on a separate video since we need to spend some time on that one. So there'll be a video named Defaults Video. And then we have the maintenance area, and the maintenance area is used pretty infrequently, but when you first get the program you need to come into the maintenance section. This old prepare data button is only relevant for those that have very old versions, so most of you would never use that button. Complete upgrade is only used when we send a new version out, and what that does is bring all of your information from your older version into the new version. An individual upgrade would bring selected information from an older version into the new version. So in this case it would be all of your jobs and all of your materials, doors, every single database would be from your old version would be brought into the new version, and whatever was in the version when we sent it to you would be overwritten. Individual upgrades would allow you to just bring the door database only, or maybe your client database, and you could keep the data that was there when you received the Business Partner. Import allows you to import items that we might send to you. We've not done this up to this point, but we may find this useful in the future. And then under the Preferences section, here our recommended setup here would be under the Backup session, ask me each time I exit the program. Your other options are every time I exit, and then don't back up until I want to. We don't recommend this last one. If you have to remember to go click the backup button and you don't do it and the program crashes for some reason, this can be real problematic. Every time I exit is a good idea in one sense, but in another, if you've just opened the program and just looked at something but not changed anything, it's just bloating your backup folder. And then here you choose where you want to back up. We recommend the always backup to my specified location, and we recommend you come in here, specify location, and create a folder called Business Partner Backups, ideally on a separate hard drive, so maybe even a removable hard drive that you could take with you. If you have a remote backup, this is not as important where you back it up. If you have a remote backup for the catastrophes like your whole computer is stolen, or a fire or flood, then these backups, where they would be locally saved on your C drive just in another folder, would only be useful for when you made a mistake, did something wrong, or wiped out your data for some unforeseen reason. Backup to the desktop is not a good idea, but some people like to do that because it's easily found. But our preference would be to always back up, and you specify the location. Startup, this is just 6 of one, half a dozen the other. If you tell it that you want it to just load the main menu when you start the program will start quicker, but as you go to each section of the program, it will open the additional supporting files as you go, and each time you open one it'll take just a little bit longer. We recommend you set it to all files so that when the program opens up it'll take a little bit longer to open up, but you'll see all of the supporting files opening as you go. And that is the recommended way. Back here at main menu, obviously the exit button enters the program. So that goes over the main menu section. It tells you what each of these buttons does. And thank you for taking time to watch this video, and we will have additional videos that cover each and every area of the business partner. So keep an eye out on the web page. We'll have a business partner specific web page that these videos will be on, and you keep an eye out there and you'll see them as we add them. Thanks for joining us this evening. Thanks.